What are you doing here?
Oh, you're an awful friendly right now, aren't you?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the movie Breakups that were still not over. We're spoiling some major events in these stories, so a spoiler alert is in effect.
He's looking at you, kid.
Number 10. Adele and Emma, Blue is the Warmest Color. The tumultuous and passionate romance between two young women grounds this 3-hour French film. Adele's entire understanding of her sexuality is challenged by the relationship. Watching her navigate her new sense of self is messy, raw, and imperfect. In one of its most intense scenes, Emma finds out that Adele has slept with a male coworker. It starts as an interrogation and ends as an all-out shouting match, with Emma unwilling to hear her out, throwing her things out of the closet. Adele is gripped by sheer panic as she realizes that their relationship is over. Number 9. Elio Perlman and Oliver, Call Me By Your Name.
What?
Nothing.
What? Nothing.
Set against the beautiful Italian countryside in the 1980s, Elio is a professor's son who falls desperately in love with his father's graduate student assistant, Oliver. Their tender connection is short-lived. Oliver must go back to America soon, and their entire affair is colored by that reality. Their last moments together take place at the train station.
Il treno espresso 597 delle ore 11:28 diretto a Milano Centrale è in partenza dal binario 1. Ferma Ponte Serva, Ventova.
Elio can only cling to Oliver before he boards the train and leaves his life forever. There's too much to say about what they've shared. So they don't say much. They don't even say the word goodbye. Elio holds his emotions in just long enough to call his mom to come pick him up.
Ouais, tout va bien. Je suis à la station à Clouzone. Écoute, maman, tu peux venir me chercher, maman?
Number 8. Noah Calhoun and Allie Hamilton, The Notebook.
No. Don't do it.
Hey, I'm a bird.
Stop it. Stop it now. You're a bird.
Lovers from Different Worlds is a cliche as old as romance stories themselves. The Notebook is old-fashioned, but that's kind of the best thing about it. Noah Calhoun and Allie Hamilton fall in love despite her upper-class upbringing and his low social standing as a carnival worker. When their romance is challenged by Allie's parents, neither one handles it well.
I didn't spend 17 years of my life raising a daughter and giving her everything so she could throw it away on a summer romance.
Daddy,
she will wind up with her heart broken or pregnant.
Reality creeps in, and Allie impulsively breaks up with Noah.
It's over. Okay, it's over. Don't touch me.
Their storybook romance is seemingly shattered right there in the street. Anyone who knows the story knows it's not the end, but it kind of feels like it.
No, just wait a minute. We're not really breaking up, are we? Come on. This is just a fight we're having, and tomorrow to be like it never happened, right?
Number 7. Jerry Maguire and Dorothy Boyd, Jerry Maguire.
Is this bothering you?
This is, great.
If you think some movie relationships move too fast, Jerry Maguire's whirlwind marriage with single mother Dorothy Boyd was more a matter of convenience at first. They may have jumped into it too fast. While Dorothy knows it looks great on the surface, something is missing from their relationship.
On the surface, everything looks fine. I've got this great guy, and he loves my kid. And he sure does like me a lot.
Jerry's struggle with intimacy makes her unsure about where she fits in his life. Dorothy wants to have an honest and open dialogue about whether or not he actually loves her before they put more time into a faulty marriage. It's an unsettling and real fear.
And I can't live like that.
It's not how I'm built.
This is goodbye, until Jerry says hello.
Just shut up. You had me at hello.
Number 6. Sebastian Valmont and Annette Hargrove, Cruel Intentions.
There's something I have to tell you.
Tell me.
This 90s cult classic took the same 18th century novel that inspired Dangerous Liaisons and modernized it. In other words, they made it younger, sexier, and even more salacious. There's a lot to recommend about Cruel Intentions. One thing is this devastating breakup scene. Cold, calculating Lothario Sebastian Valmont only agreed to romance Annette Hargrove on a bet with his stepsister, but he made the fatal error of falling for her. To spare her reputation from his venomous stepsister's wrath, he lies and says he never loved her.
I thought I was in love with you, but it was just a lie. I wanted it to work, but unfortunately I feel nothing.
Actors Ryan Phillippe and Reese Witherspoon were actually in a relationship when they filmed the breakup, giving a haunting meta edge to the scene.
Just leave.
Number 5. Carol Aird and Therese Belivet. Carol. Set in the 1950s, this moody period romance starring Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara is a subtle but profound experience. Therese falls for the older, more experienced, and unhappily married Carol, but their romantic getaway is interrupted by a private investigator hired by Carol's husband. Threatened with losing custody of her daughter, Carol disappears, ceasing all contact with her lover. She only explains herself in a letter she has a friend pass along to Therese.
Here.
Blanchett speaks the contents of the letter in voiceover as Therese finally gets to mourn.
Please don't be angry when I tell you that you seek resolutions and explanations because you're young. But you will understand this one day.
They are still so deeply in love, but Carol accepts that time and circumstances are not on their side. Therese has to accept it too.
I do the only thing I can. I release you.
Number 4. Laura Jessen and Alec Harvey. Brief encounter. Two respectable married people meet by chance in a railway station in post-war England. They meet up several more times, drawn to each other, and eventually fall in love.
It is true for you, isn't it? This overwhelming feeling we have for each other. It's as true for you as it is for me, isn't it? Yes, it's true.
However, they know that their marriages mean they can only move in secret, never even consummating their growing feelings for each other.
I love you with all my heart and soul.
I want to die. Penny, I could die.
Their last meeting before Alec leaves for South Africa is brutal enough before it's interrupted by one of Laura's acquaintances.
We've still got a few minutes.
Laura, what a lovely surprise!
Social convention means they must allow her to intrude, even though it's probably the last time they'll ever speak. Laura suffers her despair silently while Alec leaves, while her friend can only gab on about something unimportant.
Poor, well-meaning, irritating Dolly Messiter, crashing into those last few precious minutes we had together.
Number 3. Francesca Johnson and Robert Kincaid. The Bridges of Madison County.
You'd never think love like this is going to happen to you. But now that you have it.
While her husband and children are away at a state fair, a farm wife meets a well-traveled photographer for National Geographic magazine. The two become passionate lovers, changing each other's lives forever. Like many great love stories, theirs ends too briefly. Francesca believes she must honor her duty as a wife and mother, and cannot leave with Robert on his travels.
Some people search all their life for this and never find it. Others don't even think it exists. You're going to tell me that this is the right thing to do? Giving it up?
She gets one more chance once her husband returns. Seeing Robert standing in the rain, they say a silent, torturous goodbye before he leaves town. Francesca returns to her life with her husband, and Robert drives out of her life forever. Number 2. Jack Twist and Ennis Del Mar. Brokeback Mountain. In this groundbreaking and critically acclaimed drama, two cowboys who unexpectedly forge a romance are constantly kept apart. Whether it's their own marriages, their fears, or the times they live in, there's so much conspiring against them to actually be together.
And this thing grabs hold of us again, in the wrong place, in the wrong time, and we're dead.
But they also agree that it's too painful to be apart.
Sometimes I miss you so much I can hardly stand it.
On their last fishing trip together, Ennis and Jack lay bare their anguish at the situation. Ennis laughs off Jack's suggestion that they actually live together, leading to an angry and soul-bearing confrontation.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Then why don't you?
They know something needs to change, but all possible avenues seem blocked.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Cindy Heller and Dean Pereira, Blue Valentine.
You know, it's not just us. We got a little girl we gotta think about.
I know. I am thinking about her.
Michelle Williams and Ryan Gosling star in this gut-wrenching marital drama told in a non-linear fashion, bouncing back and forth between the start of Cindy and Dean's relationship and the end of their marriage. Blue Valentine constantly forces us to see how this love turned poisonous. When Cindy finally tells Dean their marriage is over, it's an explosive mess.
Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Tell me how I should be.
I don't know.
Just tell me.
Between Dean's pleading and Cindy's tearful confession that she knows there's nothing they can do.
So out of love with you. I've got nothing left for you. Nothing. 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 There is nothing here for you. There is nothing here for you. I don't love you.
Say stuff.
I don't.
It's as real and vulnerable as movie breakups get. What movie breakup still stays with you? Let us know in the comments.
Because if you say that, then I won't call you. And I won't be in your life.
I don't love you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.